It kills. Corruption is bad. It destroys. Corruption is a principality. It is our common enemy. Corruption must be rooted out of our system. Our borders are not really porous, but corruption made it porous. Nigeria, this is the way to go. Let us join our hands together and fight corruption. If we must fight corruption effectively, our first target must be our law enforcement agents. The Northerners are not the enemy. The Southerners are not the enemy. The Easterners are not the enemy. The Westerners are not the enemy. Our common enemy is corruption. Our children must be taught to fight corruption. Our students must be taught to fight corruption. Our teachers must fight corruption. Our religious leaders must champion the cause of fighting corruption. Our institutions must be strengthened against corruption. We must all fight corruption. Let us rebrand our police stations. Let change begins from there. Why will the environment of a bank be better than our police stations? If we don't kill corruption, corruption will kill Nigeria. My name is Olatunji Moyero, President and founder of Tunji Foundation. Tunji Foundation is a non-governmental organization whose objective is towards youth empowerment and promotion of good governance in Nigeria and Africa. In this particular episode and the next, I will be talking on corruption, the anatomy of corruption. We all know what corruption is all about. Not only our political leaders are corrupt, many persons outside there are equally corrupt. Corruption is really an issue in Nigeria and other developing countries. I can hear somebody saying, how is corruption affecting you and I? Let me hint you. Corruption makes cost of things high and increasingly high. Take for instance, a man that has embezzled funds can buy the same apple. You are buying 100 naira at the rate of 200 naira. To him, he didn't work to earn it and will spend the money anyhow. And as many persons begin to buy that same apple at 200 naira, the next time you come there, the price might change. Let me give you another example. A corrupt politician can embezzle funds and buy up properties or build an hotel. He may embark on such venture not necessarily to make profit, but to hide the money away from banks and EFCC. So he may decide to bring down his room rate per night. You and I, that we are genuine hotel owners, we eventually suffer from this as a result of low patronage. That's why you see a lot of mansions in Abuja empty houses, empty buildings. Corruption is why we can't get our electoral system right. Why politics is now a do or die affair. Why we have political thugs and evil godfathers. Corruption. Corruption is why you don't trust police and other law enforcement agents. Corruption is why people take laws into their hands, carry out jungle justice. No trust. Corruption. Corruption is still why Boko Haram is still operating since 2001. How many years now? Corruption. And many more to mention. If we must root out corruption in our nation, our first target must be our law enforcement agents. We need to sanitize that system. Our Nigerian Police Force, EFCC, ICPC, Nigeria Army, Navy and Air Force, Nigeria Customs Service, Federal Road Safety Corps, NDLEA, NS, CDC, our Nigerian Prison Service, Environmental and Local Task Force, and many others. We cannot successfully fight corruption if these law enforcement agents are corrupt. Thieves cannot arrest thieves. And when they arrest, they open the backyard door for exit. If our law enforcement agents are not compromisable, believe me, everybody, including our politicians, will immediately adjust. I may have to end this episode soon, but in continuation, watch out for my next episode. Police, Nigeria police. They are supposed to be our friends, but they are only friends to politicians. Nigeria police force is the best in the world. I repeat, Nigeria police force is the best in the world, but corruption is making them weak. If they want to fish out criminals, they know how and what to do, but corruption is tearing things apart. Though we have the good ones, but we still have the bad eggs among the police. What is the way out? We need to boost the reputation and the image of our policemen and women. You only obey who you honor without force. That's why you see the bad ones trying to use force all the time. How can two policemen be fighting? Over what? See policemen drunk in beer parlor, in joints. No discipline. But I think I know the problem. One, the recruiting process must be reconsidered. There's something wrong about the recruitment process. Police force should not be for jobless and frustrated people, but for persons with genuine interest, persons of integrity. Is it an abomination to recruit first-class graduates into police force? Police force employ people without history verification. How are you sure you are not employing armed robbers? If I have my way as the president of Nigeria, I will sack the entire system and bring in fresh graduates, probably coppers. Coppers in the last 5 years can come on board. At least it has happened before. It has happened in some countries. If the system is not working, let's look for what will work. Don't say it is not possible. It is possible. Someone has to do it for others to believe that it is possible. Second solution, let's rebrand our police stations all over Nigeria. Let change begins from there. Why will the environment of a bank be better than our police stations? What makes a bank manager's office more conducive than DPO's office? Who should enjoy better facility, DPO or bank manager? A policeman who has given himself for the country, or a common cashier in the bank? Who should earn more money, a policeman or a bank official? Come to think about it, why are there no computers in our police stations? Is it that they are too expensive to buy or forbidden, or our policemen can operate computers? Can there be a system like BVN where all files, cases, reports, complaints can be uploaded in a system, where a case being treated in Bonu police station can equally be accessed from Lagos police station, at the same time can be accessed in Rivers? Imagine a police station like a commercial bank, say Zenith Bank, with police as neat as bank staff. We all know. Reception desk at a side, customer service at another side, sergeants in their different offices, DPO's office upstairs, everywhere looking clean, AC tight. What do you think will happen to the perception of policemen and women. And what do you think will happen to this perception of we Nigerians? Will they be able to collect the 20 naira as bribe? With that kind of environment, my brother, it will be difficult. Mindset. Environment matters. Solution 3. Is it bad for government to give our policemen and women good incentives, competitive salary, like the bankers, like oil workers? Can't we sponsor their children? Can't they enjoy health facilities? When looters enjoy health facilities, when they are alive, celebrate them. And when they are no more, let's celebrate them. Solution 4. We need to strengthen our institution and make our institution, like the police force, very independent in such a way that no individual, no matter how wealthy they are, will be able to influence these institutions. Solution 5. The campaign against corruption should be loud and taken to grassroots and schools with all seriousness, the same manner and energy we put into APC and PDP campaigns and rallies across the nation, so that the next generation will be immune